Rell Seas might be the best Roblox One Piece game to come to the platform. Yes, we're going to be going right back into the gameplay teasers. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because when I originally watched the videos, there was a lot of things that I didn't get to look on, and there's a lot of things I skipped over. And in the video, they did say this is going to be an open world adventure type of MMORPG One Piece game. I'm really excited about that. But I feel like there might be things that the Rell brothers might skip out on, which I want to cover. And hopefully, you know, we can see them in the future and we can make accurate assumptions on what the game may have, may or may not have. Alright, so the first sneaks we're going to look at is the ships, right? And these ships don't really, the images don't really do the ships justice. This isn't going to be a finger boat, it's going to be a coffin boat. Ships and exploration. So they did say this is going to be an open world adventure type of One Piece game, and this is going to be the first time we're getting some of that nature. But from these sneaks, what I'm seeing is that there's not going to be any form of ship customization. Now, that is a little bit upsetting because we're not going to be able to customize or upgrade ships, I'm assuming. These do look like set images, so coffin boat's most likely going to be some sort of game pass that we have to purchase, and it's going to give us more speed to traverse the seas with. And I feel like this is a huge missed opportunity. It would have really been nice for once in a One Piece game if the developers of the game actually took sea exploration seriously. One Piece consists of sailing to different islands, blah blah blah, but you could still use the pirate narrative to make naval traversing really entertaining. The best example I can make for this is probably Arcane Odyssey. Just being able to customize your ship. Maybe you start off with a very small ship. There's probably like one cannon on each side of the ship. And over time, as you level up, as you get stronger, as you get more money, you're able to customize your ship, equip different things to it, make it a battleship, something kind of huge. Best example I can relate something huge like that to is probably Whitebeard's ship, right? Just making it better than you started off with. Something is like, okay, this is something you could be proud of. You're able to customize your ship in detail, and then over time your ship goes from being a noob along with you to being something you're proud of. I'm not too sure why developers of One Piece games overlook the sea, the naval exploration of the game, contents of the game. It would be really easy. I feel like it would be really easy to implement something like this into a One Piece game. And not only that, it makes more content for the game, doing quests in order to get schematics to upgrade your ship, you know, getting rare things that you could put on your ship, decorating your ship, making your ship look pretty, unique to yourself. It's just all content that's being overlooked and overshadowed. Now, it is cool that you're going to be able to get Coffin Boat, but really and truly, who really cares about Coffin Boat except for the Mihawk fanboys? Coffin Boat could still be a game pass that you could get if you just want to go from one place to another really quickly, but I feel like having ship customization would be better. And then along with that, you can add more things to do out on sea, fighting sea monsters, trying to avoid, you know, whirlpools, or maybe there's certain areas in the sea where you could get affected by storms and it damages your ship over time, etc. You're going to want to avoid going into a stormy area, but there's benefits to being in stormy areas, maybe more EXP, stronger monsters to farm, and there's islands located in storm areas that you can find stronger mobs, unique bosses, legendary chests. There's so much you could do if you made naval exploration, or if you put more detail into naval exploration within a One Piece game. But I guess this is a feature that we're overlooking completely. Let's go on to the next. Now we're going to go to the second teaser, and we're going to skip over the combat gameplay for now, right? Where is it? Over here we have chest. Now this looks like a common chest, right? But if you go into the Rell Seas Discord server, you do see what looks like a very intimidating chest, maybe epic, legendary, or maybe this is some sort of chest that you get from a boss drop or some sort of raid after you defeat the boss in a raid dungeon, and you get this sort of chest. Now, I really like this. This is exciting. And even when you look at the map here, this this looks like some sort of entrance to a tunnel, which means islands aren't just going to be some disgusting dusty dingy square in the middle of the ocean and you just run there, do a quest and defeat bandits 50 million times until you reach max level. There's going to be real exploration, and with things like that, that leads to world bosses, island bosses, area bosses. And you know, some places may have hidden dungeons, and exploring the map you may be rewarded. Maybe there's hidden chests around the map and areas that you can only get to having explored a specific island, etc. Now that is wonderful. I really doubt we're going to be able to open a chest and get Logia, not even just Logia, legendary and mythical devil fruits inside of them. I genuinely feel like that would be kind of crazy. Defeat a Kaido boss, it drops a chest, and then we get dragon fruit. So in order to make the looting system efficient, especially with chests, right, there's going to need to be a significant amount of customization options, armors, different clothing pieces that we can get from chests. Not only is there going to need to be a significant amount of different armors, these armors are going to have to be good, like really good. Now if you look at the accessories, right, there is a bunch of different categories: shirts, bottoms, shoes, hands. So I'm assuming this could probably going to be gloves, rings, and things of that nature. Face, probably facial accessories, hat, necklace, and capes, right? So all of these are going to need to give additional stats: bonus defense, bonus health, probably some sort of stamina increase, etc. But not only is it going to need to give that, it's also going to need to, I really feel like, since this game is a adventure MMO type, right, it should be diverse with the bonus stats that armors give. For example, maybe a specific armor set could have bonus magical defense. So when I say magical defense, they did say the devil fruits in this game are gonna be called god fruits, but I'm gonna call it, instead of saying god fruits defense, I'm just gonna say magical defense in this instance, right? So bonus magical defense and then bonus physical defense, right? And this allows the game to have counters to devil fruits. A lot of devil fruits in most One Piece games are just straight overpowered. You get Mara and you completely dominate every single person that you fight against, especially if they don't have a devil fruit. But at least in this game, right, since it's going the actual RPG route, there should be defenses against players, or there should be ways that players that don't have access or are not able to farm devil fruits as easily as people who really been grinding the game have ways to counter those devil fruits. And ways to counter those devil fruits is maybe a specific armor set or a specific build that has a high magic defense over physical defense, or an even spread of physical and magical defense in order to counter devil fruit spammers, devil fruit abusers. So that way, even if players may not want to use a devil fruit, they may want to be a gun and sword main, they may want to be a sword main in general, or just main in a fighting style. That way it doesn't force them to have to eat a devil fruit in order to actually be able to play the game and actually be good at it, right? Because the armor sets are giving different stats, allocating different stats in different ways. And obviously the rarity of the chest that you find the items are is gonna have extra stats within the, you know, it's this RNG based. Maybe if you find a normal chest, that shirt may have 20 magic defense. That's even too high for a common chest. 10 magic defense and like 15 physical defense. But if you found that same shirt within an epic chest that you found in a boss raid, it's gonna have like 50 magical defense and 35 physical defense. And you know, that way players who don't main fruits are actually able to play the game, and even then other players that have fruits are able to make their own build against players that have fruits and players that don't have fruits. It switches up the gameplay style a little bit, so I think that should be considered as well. Now let's go into combat. What I did notice within the combat sneak is that you do level up doing combat. Look, he just got the level up hitting him. Now this can mean many things. Did he level up his main character's level? Did he level up his fighting style? Did he level up his fist mastery? There are different things that we can attribute to when leveling up. during PvP. But again, there's also many other factors. Did he level up because he was punching? Doesn't that mean we're going to be able to punch logs and level up? Please, Rell Brothers, do not add punching logs to this game. Or maybe do you just get EXP for fighting other players around the map? And this might incentivize people actually PvPing. Now, he does look like he's wearing a marine outfit, and he does look like he's wearing like a pirate outfit, right? So maybe fighting people of opposite factions gives EXP. These all could be, yeah, that's definitely a marine outfit. So we don't know what exactly we're looking at, but we can actually assume a lot of things, because leveling up during PvP is quite interesting. It means you don't necessarily have to do quests in order to grind the game out. And is it going to work similarly to mobs? Can I fight mobs and gain a decent amount of EXP in order to progress? Do I have to always accept quests? But I'm really interested in that statement, that theory I just made. Do you gain bonus EXP fighting people of opposite factions? Because he's clearly a marine and that is definitely a pirate. Two different factions, and he got the level up from fighting him. And I do, before we end this video, I do want to quickly talk about the X and the Q with the dodges and evade. Hopefully they do, please, hopefully they allow us to change our keybinds. That would be really nice if they allowed us to change our keybinds, because I don't know how I feel about pressing X to evade. Like, I have to move my fingers in a discomforting position in order to evade whilst in a combo. Now, if you're getting comboed, you don't necessarily need to have your hands stuck on WASD. You can actually just take it off and do it. But it would be better if evade was E. It just makes sense, right? To have evade as E, and then we could just change this E spec to something else. It would make a million times more sense to allow us to change our keybinds. I hate that this is X, and everything else is pretty fine. I guess we're gonna have to wait to see what all of these extra stuff are. And that's really it. I just wanted to talk to y'all boys about features that we might have missed within this gameplay sneak, and things that we can assume that the game may or may not have. So I really do want some things to be true.